So, you're starting to get pretty good at Polytopia. You fought countless battles against bots, but now you're ready to take it up a notch and fight some human opponents. Or maybe you just want a new way to play. In order to play multiplayer battles on Polytopia, you first need to purchase a tribe. But which tribe should you pick? It may seem difficult to narrow down your choices, so I'm here to help. Let me first say that there is no tribe that will absolutely guarantee your victory, but there are certainly tribes that are better than others. The tribe you buy all depends on your preferred playstyle. Want to take an aggressive approach and quickly defeat your opponent? Vengir and Elyrion are your top choices. Vengir starts with the smithery tech and a powerful swordsman. While this is great for overrunning your opponent with sheer strength, Vengir is only really viable on maps where each opponent is packed in tight, and they'll lose virtually every time to an economic tribe on a spacious map. Elyrion is more versatile, however. Elyrion starts with the forest magic tech, which allows you to enchant wild animals, turning them into polytars that will fight for you. Polytars have 3 attack and 1 defense, essentially making them a swordsman with low defense. The upside to this is that these units are only 2 stars, making them perfect for rushing. Elyrion also gives you the ability to enchant whales, turning them into navalons. They're essentially water knights with stats comparable to a giant, making them very good for controlling the water and shredding through boat spam. These navalons can also siege cities, despite them not being able to travel on land. While this does remove the sweet 10-star bonus you'd get from normal whales, I think this is a good trade-off. There's also a few other unique things that the Elyrion tribe can do, so if you want to know more, I'll link a video of them in the description. The second method of play, and my preferred method, is the economic approach. Kickoo and Zabasi fit into this group the most, along with Imperius and Barter, but you already have those. Kickoo works best on large maps with few opponents because they thrive when they have room for expanding, similar to Aquarion. Kickoo starts with the fishing tech, and their terrain resembles an archipelago, making it great for customs houses. Customs houses are very powerful buildings, as they will give you 2 stars per turn for each port that surrounds them, so go for as many as possible. Zabasi starts with the farming tech, which makes it easy to get high-level cities without having to research too many other techs, saving you stars. Zabasi works really well with early roads and are great for people who love expanding quickly. On top of that, all profits made from the Zabasi tribe are invested into solar energy projects, thanks to Mijiwan partnering with Trine. Remember gamers, there's nothing more epic than helping people in need, so if you want a decent tribe and you want to help people, go ahead and buy Zabasi. Okay, so those playstyles are cool and all, but what if you want a tribe that can fit both early game domination and act as an economic powerhouse? Well, my friend, Luxidoor is for you. They don't have a starting tech, but they start with a walled level 3 capital, giving you 4 stars per turn opposed to the usual 2. This means that you don't have to upgrade your capital on the first turn, and it allows you to create more units. Since your capital is already upgraded, this opens up the path for an early game super unit, which will devastate the growth of any economic tribe near you. On large maps, you can spread rapidly and research a few techs to level up more cities in a timely manner, making them a good counterpick to expansionist tribes. This versatility does not come cheap though, so be prepared to spend a bit extra for Luxidoor. Now if you want a completely new way to play the game, I recommend Polaris. They start with the Frostwork tech, which allows you to build outposts and train Moonies, units that can freeze terrain in units. A frozen unit will not be able to move on its next turn, and it will also not be able to retaliate upon being attacked. Much like Elyrion, there's a lot of unique features that Polaris can do that normal tribes can't. I'll link a gameplay video of them in the description of this video as well. So if you just want a new fun way to play Polytopia, buy Polaris. Time to cover Aquarion. Aquarion is loved by many and hated by many, so you may not know what to think about them. Luckily, I'm here to talk about them. With Aquarion, think of them as a slower Kickoo. The main objective with Aquarion is to rush Tridentians. Is that how they're pronounced? As soon as possible, one of the best units in the game, and expand over the water to your opponent. Couple these with customs houses, and Aquarion is near unstoppable. But the catch here is that you need to develop your economy to the point where you can spam Tridentians, and this often takes several turns. Due to this, they are ideally utilized in large 1v1 games where they are allowed the most room to expand, similar to Kickoo. Aquarion is often hit or miss, so it's not the ideal first buy for newer players, especially those who are not experienced in developing their economy. I'd also like to mention a few other tribes. As much as I love to knock on these guys, Hoodrick can actually be a pretty decent tribe if used correctly on a small and medium map. Since they start with the archery tech, they can train archers that can be used to take out lone warriors from a distance with little to no repercussions, sending your opponent a couple of turns away from claiming that unclaimed village. This tactic essentially forces your opponent to fight you, which hurts their development. Archers coupled with warriors are also a formidable force in the early game, and you might even be able to take out inexperienced players using only those 2 units if you meet them early enough. Archers can be a huge hindrance to enemy catapults due to their range, discouraging catapult lines. Since Hoodrick also has a large amount of starting resources, they can get a super unit pretty early on, which will once again disrupt the growth of any tribe near you, as well as place pressure. The only main drawback of Hoodrick is the fact that they can't upgrade their capital on turn 0, and their starting unit, the Archer, has low defense, meaning you'll have to be careful about your placement or else they'll get slapped into the 5th dimension. Yadakk is also a great alternative to economic tribes on medium and large maps. They are often viewed as a better version of Omaji due to their greater number of resources and roads, allowing them to expand without sacrificing economy. Since Yadakk starts with a road stack, they are capable of spreading more rapidly than other tribes. When pinned against a tribe like Kickoo, Yadakk can devastate their economic growth by spreading quickly and attacking them, disrupting their growth and forcing them to fight. They also have that boppin' music. To summarize, no tribe in Polytopia will give you a significant advantage over your opponent. Aside from Luxidoor, each tribe is powerful in its own unique situation. Cramped maps for Vengir and Elyrion, and huge open maps for Kickoo and Zubasi. Luxidoor is a wildcard, and they fit into all situations decently well. Polaris gives you a new unique way to play the game as well as give your friends aneurysms. Aquarion is not for the faint of heart, and Hoodrick or Yadakk are worth it if you put in the time. I hope this video helped you decide what tribe you should purchase. If it did, be sure to hit the like button, and subscribe for more Polytopia tips, tricks, and tutorials. If you need something else to watch, check out my Polaris gameplay. It'll show you all the cool stuff you can do with the tribe. I'll see you on the next video. Have a spectacular day.